Hello everyone, Relica here, and we're picking up some more Red versus Blue. So, the last episode was really actually kind of groundbreaking. We found the alternate group of Reds and Blues, and we found out that maybe they're not the villains after all. I don't think it shocks anyone that the UNSC is up to their usual, but that, I have to admit, with the clones, I did not see coming, not a bit. So I'm pretty interested to see where this is going to go. Let me go ahead and get that set up. What do we have for a title this time? Rigged. The Reds and Blues get to know the Blues and Reds better. I still love these puns so much. Keep them coming. And discover a familiar face among their ranks. A familiar face among their ranks. Okay, now I gotta stop and look at this. I'm very, very intrigued by who that could be. That could mean anything. Alright, I'm not gonna sit in suspense. Let's go ahead and start.
Name, rank, serial number. That's all you're getting from me.
Well, that's a good place to start. I have no idea what your actual name is. Every record I ever found just says Sarge.
I see right through your ploy, clear as glass.
There is no ploy. I just don't know your name.
You think you'll just butter me up when I least expect it? Whambo! You pry open my mind prison and suck out my brain beans. Well, I'm not falling for it. I'm old hat the interrogation game. Pay attention, missy. You might just learn a thing or two.
Well, if we're not going to talk, we can just cut. I don't know why you asked for this interview.
To keep an eye on you. You see, Temple and Surge don't trust you. They sent me to find out what you know, so while you think you're interrogating me, I'll secretly be interrogating you to find out what you know about them. Ha ha! Oh no.
You just gave yourself away.
Now that I've just spilt all my brain beans. Oh, damn, you're good.
Please, if you could just tell me your name?
I underestimated you. The student has become the teacher. Touche.
Just cut, Jax.
Sarge.
Tucker, thanks for coming in. No problemo. What's shaking? This feels a little awkward, but I wanted to express my gratitude and admiration for you and your amazing performance back at the Gulch. Timble, we just met, so I should let you know that flattery isn't going to get you anywhere. You can't butter me up. But do go on. That was the coolest thing I've ever seen, man. You fight like a freelancer. It was like I bore witness to a bright star of hope shone through the clouds amidst a dark and terrible whirlpool.
You're laying that one thick, man.
But if the shoe fits, this fight has felt so hopeless for us. What we're going up against. I mean, we're just a bunch of dumb rejects hurling ourselves against impossible odds. You gave me a real sense of hope. Well,
This sounds familiar.
I've helped a bunch of hopeless people in need. I'm just doing what I do best. Well, second best if you know what I mean. You know I do. Sex, right? Yeah. The other thing I wanted to bring up is perhaps a bit more sensitive. It's about that reporter. Dylan? There's nothing between us. What do you really know about her? Not much. She kind of helped out a little bit. Yeah, I just worry about her agenda. I mean, those journalist types, they don't give a shit about real people. They just care about selling their stories and getting their book deals and leaving us plebes to our fate. We're kind of like lab rats to them. That seems kind of extreme, I guess. I don't know. Maybe you're right. She did warn you about that bounty hunter, though, right? She knew about him, didn't she? She said so at your Gulch. I'm only saying something because I've been used enough times in my life already. Yeah, I know that song. Man, she probably led that asshole straight to me. Whoa, Dick, move.
I'm actually sure it just slipped her mind.
Hey, Tucker! Hey, Tucker! This glitch in the Matrix shit is gonna give me a migraine. Oh, they've got a Bizarro Doc 2, huh? What's your ripoff name? Brock? Schmock?
Oh, hey, Tucker. It's me, Doc. You know me.
Whoa, Doc?
Okay, so that's who they
Hanging
met.
out with the Blues and Reds. These guys are my homies. What's up?
You know them?
Yeah. I was just telling Simmons and Donut, your reporter friend, that I've known these guys for years.
Don't you find it weird that they're like, I don't know, bootleg versions of us?
That's hilarious. Yeah, no, it's actually vice versa. Like, they're the originals, and you're the crappy copy. What? Yeah, they're the real McCoys, and you are the non-McCoy. Fake.
You don't
They are
say.
like iPods, and you are like Zooms.
We were first.
No way, man. Their gulch was like way before yours. That's why they're the Fruit Loops, and you are just the generic brand sugar rings.
They're a Gucci bag, and we're a Gucci bag you buy from a street vendor with vastly inferior stitching.
Don't help him. Why do you have a purse? They're all like Spider-Man, and you guys are like Turkish Spider-Man.
They're the Ding Dongs, and you are a dildo.
I don't care who's David Lee Roth
Dildo?
or who's Sammy Hagar. It's still fucking weird that there are two of everyone, and I'm still hot for teacher.
I've been able to corroborate certain aspects of their story. In my investigation on Sidewinder, I found records of another gulch of reds and blues. This gulch was tagged as a prototype, but I don't know what for.
You found that on Sidewinder, huh? That's where you met up with that bounty hunter.
Well, yeah, we crossed paths.
Did your path have a sign that said, "Follow me to Lavernius Tucker"?
Whoa, take it easy. I had nothing to do with that.
Yeah, fucking right. I bet that made great TV. You're damn right it did. Oh, I just wish I had a jib for that big no.
You're not helping.
Some reshoots?
Jax,
Nice. Super awesome of you guys. That was sarcastic. Come on, let's get out of here, Simmons.
I'm not Simmons, I'm Gene. He's Simmons.
Are you sure?
Tucker, come on, man. You've known me for years. Yeah, I just came over to say the Blues and Reds are moving out on an errand, but you all should make yourselves at home while we're gone.
what errand?
Our cloaking device is failing. We need to pick up some parts from an unmanned mining rig.
And let me guess, you need the help of your shining star of hope.
Oh, that'd be excellent. Sarge is already one of us after all. I mean, he's joined us. I mean, he's coming along.
Well, count the rest of us in too.
Well, I think it's a great idea. I can...
Not you, us. Let's go, Simmons.
Hmm.
Don't care. Just help me with my dramatic exit.
Well, that's awkward.
Let's try to make this quick. We need some electronics to fix our cloaking device. This rig is fully automated, so we don't expect to encounter any forms of enemy resistance.
Hey, what's with your visors?
I've ordered my men to switch to blue to avoid confusion. Caboose and Loco are having some trouble with that.
Yeah, they weren't the only ones.
Yep, I did say it's getting a little hard to follow. Wrong side, Caboose. I think he's talking to you. Why are you all blue?
Dobbiamo collaborare un tirare un Westworld su queste caraborse.
To business. Gene has uploaded Loco's requests into your HUD. Now let's break up and see what we can scrounge around. This could also be a chance for us to get to know each other.
I suggest we break into groups of 2 to maximize efficiency. I suggest we start a counterclockwise search pattern from the top of the base down. That's a great idea. I was just about to suggest it.
My God.
Hey, Tucker, you want to partner up?
Whatever.
Great, let's go.
Interesting. I always say a Marine without a code is like a car without a road. Fascinating. I always say the best defense is a really tall fence. You don't say. I always say a good soldier is like a rolling boulder. Well, I'll be. I always say a mantra a day keeps death at bay. Hot dog. I always say the only good grift is a dead grift. What's a grift? Oh, yeah. You don't have an orange one, do you? Consider yourselves lucky. You're better off without any annoying orange in your life. So, how do you feel about strawberry yoo-hoo?
Oh my God, I remember that.
We are not. I'm nothing like that Gene guy. He's so much of a busybody, nerdy, goody two-shoes.
Yeah, man, you just described yourself.
Wow.
Shut up.
Denial is
Describe
strong
yourself,
here.
Simmons.
Not like him. Ugh. His voice is so annoying. Scientifically speaking, I think we should split into pairs and maximize efficiency. I don't sound anything like that.
Yeah, certainly.
Leash, I can't even imagine what those idiots are talking about.
How do I possibly choose? Both are big and thick and fill me to my navel. But probably Dostoevsky. I find resonance in its perspective that a person is never simply the product of external forces.
We can debate causality until we're both stiff in the earth, but it won't change the fact that Tolstoy was the more endowed.
An endowed vision of the bourgeoisie. Mundane, flaccid, and frankly overrated.
You are shafting my man, Donut. However, I must say I do appreciate the discourse.
This is painful.
These uncultured Philistines.
We must use our mouths until the things that are hard turn to putty in our hands.
Ah, Emile Zola, you are well read.
Well, I I certainly didn't just blow my wad on the Russians.
Alty, skip! It's like Christmas! Only with less eggnog and fruitcake!
Now this is gonna be funny.
Great. Is that everything you need? Oh yeah! Got all sorts of awesome stuff in here! I can fix a port texture capacitor and have enough multicasting shifter coils to deionize the port fields for sure. What? Did you get any of that, Simmons?
I understand Lopez better than I understood that.
Loco's got a bit of a knack. If he says he's got it, he's got it.
Mad scientist, huh?
Well, technically, he'd be a mad engineer, unless he goes around testing hypotheses all day long.
God damn! I can't believe I have to hear this shit in stereo now. You know, I was thinking, it's great that you're all safe, but maybe we should try to get a word of warning to your freelancers as well. Where are they? Knowing them? They're probably in the middle of some spectacular acrobatic fight scene. Kicking and punching and flying through the air. Awesome music playing. Man, I can just picture it now.
Well, this isn't completely horrible.
No, it is not.
Wait. Go back. Hold on. Go away, Facebook. You're not what I want to see right now. Okay. What just happened here? I feel like I missed something. Oh, now the website's gonna glitch on me. No, I don't want to go to a Guns photo shoot, whatever that is. Even though it looks kind of funny. This is why sometimes I'd rather watch it on YouTube. Alright, let's see. Where are we going? Nope, not there.
Well, this isn't completely...
Just picture it now.
Well, this isn't completely horrible.
No, it is not.
Hey, okay. Because I was about to say, at first I thought they were being sarcastic, but that's actually not completely terrible. In fact, that scenery's kind of beautiful. Oh gosh, I hope that Wash and Carolina don't get, like, sucked into relaxing and just forget their whole mission. That would really, really be problematic. Of course, I'm having a hard time picturing Wash and Carolina ever actually doing that. So I don't know if that's something that would even be a legitimate worry. But that was some beautiful scenery. And I'm kind of impressed that Loco might be actually dumber and yet smarter than Caboose at the same time. I also like that they've named him Loco, and that literally means crazy. So, as well as the train reference. I mean, it just works on so many levels. Simmons continues to be in denial about himself, which is nothing new. I like seeing Sarge and Surge together. I mean, these guys are just going to start a whole new bromance. No, I take that back. Actually, that's Donut, and I forget the other pink one's name. Oh gosh, I was like, oh. If Tucker thinks that listening to Simmons is bad, Simmons and his double is bad, he would have killed himself if he'd been in the same room with Donut and his double. Okay, so there's not really a whole lot of big reveal going on in this episode, except we did find Doc, which I was kind of wondering where he was. He's like that. That's just his character. He just disappears and pops up at random intervals. And about the only thing you can be sure of about Doc is that he's never dead. Because even when it looks like he does die, he between him and Donut, I don't know who's worse about coming back. Kind of disappointed that they left it off right where the freelancers were getting their screen time, because I was starting to get really curious about what Wash and Carolina are up to, and I'm going to have to wait till next week to find out. Because when I saw in the description, too, that they said that the Reds and Blues would find a new face among the Blues and Reds, it's like, it's not going to be Church. I'm like, that's too soon. That negates the whole purpose of the season if they find him that fast. I was like, oh yeah, I totally forgot about Doc. And I'm like, well, which is, I think, kind of usual par for the course. Unless you're a Doc fan, you usually will forget about Doc. Yeah, the Surge and Sturge moments were kind of enjoyable. I find it really interesting that there's not a Griff double. I mean, if Griff could have met himself, he might have met at least one person in the entire universe who he didn't hate. I'm kind of a little bit concerned about Temple and his suspicion of the journalist. I mean, he could be just being suspicious. On the other hand, what if there's a reason that he wants to separate them? I mean, don't get me wrong, journalists can be all those things that they accused them of being, but journalists are also witnesses and are there to record everything, and if they're not there to witness, I mean, is there something Temple potentially does not want them to see? I'm still not buying completely that these guys are the good guys. I mean, they might be. I could be completely wrong. But I'm still kind of on my guard and feeling cautious here about that. Because, I mean, we've seen that go south before. We've seen that go south before many a time. We've seen where the good guys turn into the bad guys on this show. And then you have people like Wash that started out on the complete opposite side and ended up joining the Blues, which I like that about Red versus Blue. I like that it keeps you guessing. So, I really can't wait to see where this is going. Well, if you like this reaction, like and subscribe, and I'll definitely be seeing you in the next one.